talk about the comic book industry. This will be a fun little video. I want to show you this. This is from IDW's Best of Arple O'Neil. Because I know all of you, when you think about Arple, you think about the spring. It's a great time of the year. Arple is great. I'm messing around. It's obviously supposed to say April O'Neil. But this is where modern comics are. These are the kinds of typos that slip through all the time. Now, why do they do that? That's because they hire unprofessional, untalented, and just flat out unqualified people to run all of their editing. So all of their editors, their assistant editors, all of them, they practically just hand these jobs out for whatever reason, give them to people that have no business being editors. Okay? This kind of stuff slips past them all the time. How embarrassing on this one, though, that it shows up on the cover. How the hell do you miss that? These people, they don't do anything. And I've been saying this for a long time. Comic book editors don't do anything. And I can't find a better example than this right here. Look at this. This is embarrassing. And it's not just the cover and the art. I mean, that's a whole nother thing. But just to screw up April like that and to not get it fixed. Now, this isn't out yet. It doesn't come out to October 27th. I would imagine it will be fixed by then. But the fact that this is even out at all is embarrassing. And the fact that nobody in the comic book media, none of the critics, none of them call this out and talk about it and how this is a big deal and, what the hell, how embarrassing. They don't do that. They don't do that. They're too busy kissing each other's asses and trying to please everybody so that they can somehow get into the comic book industry. This is why trash like I Am Not Starfire gets 5-star reviews, because they don't want to dare criticize the thin-skinned comic book industry. And make no mistake, it's a very, very thin-skinned industry. Bunch of snakes and liars. This is why you see things like the Frank Miller situation going down. I did a video on this because it's important to talk about. You have legends. Frank Miller is a comic book industry legend. Got canceled from a con. So Frank Miller, right there, the first name on the top, gone. Not going to this thought bubble connection. Oh, but thankfully, we can have lines out the door for Mags Visaggio. I'm sure everybody's signing up to go see these people that I'm sure a lot of you have never heard of that are watching this video. But I bet you a lot of people that are watching this video have heard of Frank Miller. Probably Jolie Jones as well. She's actually very talented. Very talented. But Frank Miller, come on. I mean, and it's no disrespect to Jolie Jones to say that Frank Miller is a legend in the comic book industry. He's done amazing stuff. Lots of amazing stuff under his belt. But he wrote a book called Holy Terror, a book about a vigilante that takes on Al-Qaeda. But he needs to be canceled for that. We can't tell these stories. Can't tell these kinds of stories in the comic book industry. So this guy gets canceled by a nobody who has a Kickstarter out and is promoting it and got a lot of extra sales because they canceled Frank Miller. It's a bunch of talentless people usurping people that actually have talent, thinking that this will get them all the love. Imagine, that's what you're going to be known for in the comic book industry. Not for your art, but because you canceled Frank Miller. What a legacy to leave behind. Nobody is going to be talking about short box comics in 10 years. But people will still be talking about Frank Miller. And that makes these people jealous. This is the problem. Comic book industry, it's a bottom-up industry. A bunch of talentless losers who are trying to get rid of people that have talent so that they can somehow save it. But the problem is, and they don't quite think it through, when you flood the industry with talentless bozos who can't even spell April right on a cover, naturally people start leaving in droves. And that's exactly what they've been doing. And that's why manga is king. And it's not going to change anytime soon. And you did it to yourselves, running around talking about how if you don't like my politics, don't buy my books, and we don't need these customers and all that stuff. You did it to yourselves, and I'm laughing. I'm laughing every day. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.